Doctor, are they in critical condition? It's much worse than that. They didn't watch this live on Twitch. Oh my god! And also, I think you already have a good Tron matchup with, like, Blood Moons and Dothies and whatnot. Hand's gas. Hand's really good. I don't really like Necromancer in the sideboard. I used to play it back when creativity was popular. Now that creativity's died down quite a bit, I don't think you need it. It is nice to have in the creativity matchup, but at the same time, creativity boards into Veil of Summer, and if you get your Necromancer Veil of Summer, you're just in shambles. It's so bad. You have that happen once before you're like, why did I board in the 3-mana card that loses to Veil of Summer? But yeah, still good in the Cascade matchups. Yo, what's up, Thalian? I don't think I want to grab a Kaldra here because it's a good chance Stoneforge is just going to eat the dust or bite the dust. Might trade it here. How's current Modern? It's okay. Could be better. It's okay. Don't worry, Modern Horizons 3 is right around the corner. Yeah, Scam is still top tier for sure. That's on, yeah, sorry, Modern Horizons 3 is on the horizon. Yeah, it's just Shadowspear. He's quit Pioneer and he's over in Modern again. He's played so many Pioneer RCQs that I don't blame him. They let me draw and I drew into a Kaldra. It's kind of funny. We're gonna get Fury Angry. This could be the new name of Fury. Yeah, Doom did win an RCQ. What just happened? They just let me have a Kaldra. Let me change the title before I forget. Modern with Hammer. Very surprised they let me have this Kaldra. I think Karn's the problem in mono green. Karn just gives it so much flexibility. Yo, Varos, thank you for the raid. It's like Nykthos and or Karn. One of the two. Thank you. You heard us playing Hammer and you're like, I'm it. I'm over there. Appreciate it. Pinged me. Sure. I think Karn's like more offensive than Nykthos, because at least if they just have like Nykthos, you can kind of play around it, right? But Karn is just like that. Karn is just so hateful. Decent draw. I guess if I draw a card, then they can ping, whatever. That's fine. Yeah, I think like Karn would also remove the combo aspect of the deck and turn it into like an aggro beatdown deck, which I think is probably more preferable. I don't care to attack with this. I guess I don't really care about the Stoneforge Mystic. I could just sacrifice it. It used to be an aggro beatdown deck. I think it should have stayed that way. The fact that it has like a random combo element is just like gross. We'll take 2. Yo, PT, thanks for gifting us up the Riza. Riza, welcome back. You've been gotten. There's not like a great reason to do it, but I think there's a good reason to do it. I just think mono green is like so unfun to play against. That should be like a good enough reason to just like hit something out of it. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I agree. Something like that. I don't even think like Inverter was that bad. I think like I don't think they're gonna ban Nykthos just because they keep saying, oh, Nykthos is like a staple of the format along with the delve spells. Like, we want Nykthos to be good, and it's like, okay, I guess. Then Karn's like your next best option. I want Solitude in this matchup. I probably need it. I like the Ornithopter in the sideboard. Got the Gift. I don't really like Esper Sentinel against the Bone Master decks. So we can probably cut that, and then if I find one more card, maybe the Gingerbrute. I think one Pithing Needle is still fine for name engineered explosives. I remember where you could play Mono Red Devotion. It had like the ley line, the red ley line, right? Something needs to happen in Pioneer, because Pioneer's not very exciting right now. It's been the same format for like a year now. Like the worst thing. I think Esper Sentinel's still good. Like, what else would you cut here, though? I feel like everything else is just insane. Mantle. So you want to bring in, like, I kind of want to bring the Sword of Fire Knives. I like Nettlecyst. I feel like Nettlecyst is actually, like, kind of decent in this matchup. You play, like, 2 Esper Sentinels, got the Sword. Is there another format before Pioneer Frontier? What happened to Frontier? I actually don't know. Now that you mention it. Would eggs even be viable? I'm not sure eggs would be viable, but eggs are also miserable. Just because it takes so long and it's solitaire. So it's like, do we need eggs in the format? No, not really. I also got the pleasure of experiencing the One Ring in paper with fetching. The One Ring mirrors in paper forever. I understand what you guys are talking about now when you're like, the One Ring is miserable in paper. You're not wrong. The One Ring mirrors take so long. I went to time like 2 or 3 times. Yeah, shuffling and fetching, like Ren and 6 going like fetch, pick it up, whatever. It takes so long. Especially in modern because of mono green. Mono green is not fun to play against. You need to learn to shortcut. Shortcutting is not encouraged for like REL type competition where it's like serious money on the line. Because if you like go to shortcut and then you like mess it up and the opponent like starts taking a different action, it gets confusing, then it's like on you. But you're supposed to be like very methodical in the way you play, and it takes a long time. I don't know what I want to get here. I guess it's just a hammer. Shortcutting at FNM is like whatever. Shortcutting in like the high stakes tournament is not encouraged at all. I should say like not on coverage anyways, because especially in the coverage area where people are like trying to like do your thing and keep track of life totals and hands and stuff. I don't know. If I'm wrong. Like shortcutting becomes more common as like the round timers get shorter and shorter though. Yeah, one is like kind of a problem. Like my Murktide opponent, for example, on coverage, like tried to shortcut because they went expressive iteration and then they said cast Ragavan, play land, and then they tapped an additional, said dash Ragavan, and they like messed up their shortcutting. And then I had like call a judge over. It was not pretty. But it's like they were clearly trying to dash it in the first place, and I knew they were trying to dash it too. Yeah, he looked over at my red and he was like, oops. I don't care about this Bowmaster. They probably have an undying effect. I'm actually just going to take the damage. It was at the Apex tournament. It was like 10 minutes left on the clock, so I understand what he was trying to do, but I was like, it was brutal. My opponent just dead here. They don't take my hammer. I even told him, I was like, I hate to be the bad guy here, but you did say, like, cast first. Took Puresteel Paladin, huh? He's just dead, yeah. Then I have the EE mana. They're not quite dead. Yo, Kevin, thanks for the tier 1. Welcome back for the 12 whole months. Appreciate ya. What if that Fatal Push? Risk the Fatal Push. Alright. They didn't have it. Tried to dash it after that. And the judge was like, sorry, you cast it. I would just say shortcut with caution. How about that? Zasha, have a good one. Thanks for hanging. Yeah, when you can do it properly. I'm playing as Amulet. It's like a buy for Amulet, I'm pretty sure. There's a buy for Amulet. No! You won this match earlier. It's pretty tough for Hammer, from what I've heard. Well, no, yeah, like that shortcutting's fine, right? If you like don't untap and tap your lands over and over with an Amulet in play, like that's fine. Like actively shortcutting by passing phases can get a little bit sketchy, if that makes sense. Your communication, yeah. I agree. Probably dead here. Claiming that you let it resolve. That's insane. Some nausea. Like, for example, I had an opponent who was playing Hammer Time attack me with an Ornithopter with a Sigarda's 8 up, and then go, put 2 hammers on it, kill you. I'm like, sitting there with an Archmage's Charm in my hand, like, well, I could steal this Ornithopter if you're gonna hold priority and cast both hammers, right? But if I go to, like, Archmage Charm in response to the first hammer, and they flash in the second hammer, I would be dead. So I'm like, what do I do here? Like, you just made the game state so much more confusing than it needed to be. And as a clear ruling, it's like they probably just put themselves at a major disadvantage by trying to, like, shortcut like that. We can win this match on clock, hang in there. I think I'm dead. Yeah, this is the showcase list. We have nothing for the Amulet matchup. I don't even think we're citing anything in here. Solitude. Solitude even good against them, though. Kill them on turn 2, problem solved. I feel like I'm still dead, even if they, like, if I Solitude a Titan or whatever. Needle. X was great. I had a wonderful time. Like a second Needle. I'm a Solitude hater in this deck. I typically err on the side of not boarding in. I didn't do great in Modern. I went 1-3. I lost a Burn twice as 4-color. The Karns were not helpful in that matchup. And then I also lost a Murktide on the feature match round 1. And then in Pioneer, I ended up 5-2, which was good for 13th. I lost to Corion Mono Green, and I lost to Grinning Ignis combo, round 1 of the feature match also. That Solitude was the best card in the board. I hate Solitude in this deck. And a proactive creature deck. I also don't know what to side out here. Maybe Giver. I lost in the feature match all weekend. Actually, not bad. I didn't go winless in the feature match, but I definitely lost a lot in the feature match. I checked by chair for curses. I think this kills like pretty early. I can go turn 1 like Inkmoth, Ornithopter, Drum, wins or game rules violations. For me or my opponent, because my opponent definitely violated the game rules a couple times. Gonna hammer him one short. Celebrity streamer Young Dingo joins us. Oh, he's dead. Alright, time to move to our backup feature match. Nah, Apex went pretty poorly for Modern. Saga on turn 1 was fine too. But if I draw a hammer, I can just kill him on 2. Mug's gifting 50? Holy fuck! Mug! That's insane! Dodged? In 50? Holy bejeebus, Mug, thank you. M's in chat for Mug, right now. Better see a bunch of M's. Thank you so much, Mug. That's insane. Read the names, yeah. If we read the names, that's how I buy time in the subathon. Read the names, don't read the names. No idea what I just missed. Mug just went crazy with it. Rap God the names. I don't have it in me. Oh, Corey. I see Corey Baumeister in there. He sniped a sub. Hell yeah. If you dodged, because I don't like you personally. Damn. Everybody that dodged, Mug hates you. Giving a sub and beating Dingo. That's the Wombo combo. And Kadors, thanks for gifting a sub to Lantern. That one I will read. Lantern, not dodged. Congrats. My gifties look like trash now. You're being absolutely usurped. Damn, Mug just ascended to number 2 on the leaderboard. They didn't play that Grazer, I could have killed them this turn, but since they played the Grazer, I can't kill them. EE on 1. Excellent. That's what I wanted to see. You have a Pithing Needle I can go get, though. I believe he's got to pick up their sub game. Dilly's still, like, unrivaled at the top. Dilly's a crazy person. I am getting a Pithing Needle unless they pop it. Yeah. Pops it now. I think they just left themselves dead again, unless they have Dismember. Yeah, I think they're dead, unless they have Dismember. But anyway, I can play around Dismember. Force does it too. I don't think there is. Hammer struggles against this deck quite a bit, from what I've heard. Yo, what's up, lovable dingo? Greetings. I should have animated this first. I think I can just move this over. I messed up here. I should have animated this first, then moved it over. And then when I had dismembered this, instead they can just like dismember here and then take 13. It's not great for them, but they could. So I made a little mistake here. 13, 14, 15. I could put them to 1. Brutal. I never ended up calling a judge on the double hammer thing. I was just like, slow down. Let's do this one at a time. Play the first hammer. And then I let's just end up countering the first hammer. That's how it should have been, right? It was resolved properly. On hindsight, I probably should have equipped the Ornithopter instead, right? Another small mistake. And then you steal it and you swing at them. Cultivator Colossus. Yeah, I should have equipped this also. I made a couple mistakes that turn with the Puresteel Paladin. I honestly should have just animated this and equipped the hammer to it. And they would have had to dismember the Inkmoth Nexus and I would still have the Paladin around. So, small mistakes. Hopefully they don't lose me the game, but they might. Small mistakes. Yeah, I like, because I was dead to a single hammer. I don't know, the whole thing got, like, resolved kind of poorly. It didn't matter, it wasn't an important match or anything, but that's just an example of, like, what problems shortcutting can cause to a degree. Didn't matter. I got a cut before traveling to Apex. It was, like, one day before. Yeah. And it was kind of just, like, kicking themselves to a degree. I remember the situation. I had an Archmage's Charm and a Magus of the Moon in play, and I had a removal spell. And I had 2 blue sources and 2 steam vents. And with the 1 mana removal spell, since I saw both of their hammers, I could have gone like 1 mana removal spell on my Magus, free up triple blue, and then Stealer 20/20. But in reality, I probably would have just used the removal spell on the Ornithopter, given if I didn't know they had 2 hammers in hand. So it ended up hurting them. That's what the situation was. Now I remember. That was unfortunate. I didn't play this game very well, and I got punished for it. Be an angel type of turn, right? As soon as I have enough mana. You can pitch it to Solitude, which is like the main appeal of playing this. It's mostly just like a white land that you bowl yourself for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'm playing it actually. Yeah. Like egg games. Pretty much. Yeah, I like had the plan to execute it. I just did it in the wrong order. And I thought about Dismember a little late. Solitude might actually save me here. I don't want to Solitude this Urza. Yeah, this is City of Tears from Hollow Knight. They had nothing sus over here. I don't have Solitude. I still need to finish Hollow Knight. I got like probably 70% of the way through that game. I got to the arena where it was like the boss rush. I could not beat that. It was so difficult. Kind of sounds like you have Solitude. I would never. Sounds like a skill issue. It was 1000% a skill issue. Very beatable. I couldn't. Yeah, because you get like so far and then you just like lose the last boss and you're like, alright, time to start over. I floated 1 too many mana. I'm gonna target nothing. I'm just casting Kaldra here. I guess I could double block. If I killed Dry, I would have killed them. That was a mistake. I just didn't want them drawing a card off of this and then like dismembering. Well, if they had a dismember in hand and like killed the Dryad, then they could actually just dismember this and not be dead. They don't have the black mana up to dismember. Guess they could have tapped differently. Now they have dismember. They need to kill me this turn. That's true, the Dryad does let him tap for any color. You're right, yeah. I should have just killed the Dryad then. No, you're right. I made a misplay again. I haven't looked at any of the spoilers, derpity. So I have pretty much no thoughts on any of the spoilers. YouTube comments are going to be so upset. Religious exemption for deodorant? Transmute Pack Titan. Don't think they can kill me. I play this game super loose. I don't think they can kill me unless they have Amulet in hand. Even then, I'm not sure they can kill me. Yeah, maybe they can gain 4. Or if they have Radiant Fountain. Okay, I scooped. Play poorly, get somewhat rewarded. I guess I'll take a third Pithing Needle here, because I could needle engineered explosives. We played so perfectly. We did great. We had like Radiant Fountain, Vesuva. And they have to trade Titan for Kaldra token. Or not trade, but just like jump it. And then go all the way back down to 1. Does buy them a turn if they had that though. But I think most lists have cut Radiant Fountain. I think that was like a relic of the past. I'll try it. Not a bad hand. Nausea, thank you for the prime. Welcome back for the 3 months. Thank you. Yo. Oh, they are playing Radiant Fountain. Yo. Jack kind of smart. Where were you when I needed you at the Apex thing? I'm gonna go Inkmoth Nexus here. In Florida. What's the Apex thing? It was just a modern 5K. We were casting double hammers. Too busy playing 2 lands, same. You on that one. It's relatable. Your back can't handle tournaments anymore. Honestly, my back was like pretty shot by the time the day was over also. Team event. I have a standing desk. I mean, like, my back was shot from like sitting in the chairs and playing all those matches all day. And then also sitting in the plane. Planes suck. So, yeah, they do get drilled. Yeah, they do. Wouldn't survive driving in the horrible chair, yeah. Most chairs at Magic tournaments are subpar. But when they need so many, they can't really afford like super nice chairs, so I don't blame them. Headrest barely gets to my shoulders. I even like brought a neck pillow this time and it didn't help. It was not any better. Bring your own office chair to Magic tournaments. Everybody's sitting in like these normal chairs and you just like got a whole like shack chair over there. I'm gonna bounce Radiant Fountain. I don't think I want to Solitude this. I guess I could though. Eats their entire turn and their second land drop here. A coincidence? I think not. Okay. Mega Dude. Drew an Emeria's Call. Oh my god, I clicked through it. I double clicked over here and I'm so sad. Whoopsies. That was a pretty bad mistake. Not good. I want to keep this in my hand though. 2, 6, 7, 8. That's probably gonna make the difference. I think I was gonna Pithing Needle explosives. Which that sucks. Okay. That was just a misclick. And a pretty bad one at that. Now they have explosives. 2, 3, 4, 5. Something pretty good here. I don't think that's good enough. For get a Gingerbrute, animate the thing. Knife up. I know the last card in hand already. Eat Azusa here. Swing team. I think that's lethal. We don't count here. Alright, we played terribly and won. That just goes to show you, Magic is a skill game, chat. The better player always wins. Never forget that. This goes turn 1, Drum, Ornithopter. Doesn't really do anything. I actually guess it's not terrible. I put back the Pithing Needle, and that gives me an opportunity to top deck something like Stoneforge Mystic. It's not a good hand. It's all ramp, no payoff. Gordon Ramsay after a 3-day bender. Gordon Ramsay said some insane stuff on Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, there's one main deck needle. Oh. He said the truth. He said some wild stuff. Hell's Kitchen's coming back, yo. It's probably a mulligan, I agree. Idiot Sandwich is an all-timer. What are you? That's TV from a different era. But it's like, can you say that? And the producers are like, maybe. I don't know. Flashing this in an end step doesn't do anything, right? I could just flash it in the main phase and still equip it. I guess this doesn't play around Spell Pierce, but it does kill them. If they don't have Spell Pierce, I don't know, do I just attack with this and then like pick a 10-2, 10-12, and just hold this up for Spell Pierce? Do I kill them on 2, or do I try to make a 10-12? Full send? Alright, this one's for you, chat. I'm gonna get Spell Pierced. So hard. For chat! Surely they don't have Spell Pierce. I don't think they beat a 10-2. I did it for you, chat. Nobody could have seen this coming. I don't think they beat a 10-2. They could Murktide and like make blockers, but they'd just be chumping every turn. Second hammer from the top rope. Just draw another, no problem. On target CMC2 or less. It's just CMC2. It's Spell Snare. It's not 2 or less. If Spell Snare was 2 or less, it'd be insane. One of the best cards to ever do it. For the record, the right play here was definitely make a 10-12. We went for the clip though. Go for the clip, get punished. I probably have a counter spell at this point. I'm just gonna let it hit me. Alright, we back it up. Back it up, back it in. Yeah, I remember Grimog Angler. Good times. The Solitude coming in this matchup, maybe like 2. And I feel like kind of fighting over Murktide is not where you want to be. You just want to be deploying a hammer on a threat and hoping it sticks. I also don't know what matchup the 4th Ornithopter comes in against. I guess matches where you just want to be fast. Yeah, I guess significantly worse for me after board, that's for sure. You're supposed to win game 1 as Hammer, which we could have. But we threw for content. Out the gift. I want any Ornithopters. This is a list that won the Showcase Challenge. I don't know if we want any Ornithopters. Like, what's our last cut here? We want more Solitudes. Both drums. I have no regrets about the full send comment. As you should. No regrets. I go 3 Surge. I think it's the second Forge Anew. I think Forge Anew is like pretty good against them though, right? I don't know. I don't play enough Hammer to know. Play Hammer once in a blue moon. I am playing Hammer. Artisade. I don't think the Stoneforge is sticking around. Or even hitting play, I should say. I'm just gonna put it on top. I know I have another one in my hand, but it's just such a good threat against them. Gotta play Blue Moon and Hammer. I actually miss when Blue Moon was like a good deck. Deck was tight. Is it really an elemental? People have definitely tried to scam subtlety, that's for sure. Now, Hammer has been like pretty out of the meta for a little bit now. I'm sure there'll be equipment in both the Final Fantasy set and the Assassin's Creed set. I'd be so mauled if there wasn't Hidden Blade. I must be a real one. And seeds. It's okay. We can try it. Light on lands, but we do have Esper Sentinel, which is really good against them. Yeah, Murktide's been a little bit of a resurgence. Puresteel helped out Murktide a little bit. Enough to bring it back. Prowess is also pretty good now. Big fan of Prowess with Preordain. I think the last time we played it, before I left, we were born one with Prowess. I'll probably play it again tomorrow. I just want to play some of the decks that did well this weekend. I didn't. Feels bad, man. At least I cashed the Pioneer event. I'm happy I cashed the Pioneer event. That was like more than I expected out of Pioneer. I played Blue White Lotus Field. I would like my Sword of Fire and Ice. That cool? Expressive Iteration. I'll play Rip another land here. Solve your doubts. That deck's so much fun. I played against Corey. When I played against Corey round 5, round 4, he was like, I have no idea what your deck does. And he cast Cityscape Leveler as a top deck, and he was so excited. He's like, this is such a good one. Cityscape Leveler, kill your Teferi. And I looked at him, and I was like, discontinuity. And he picked it up, and he was like, what the fuck does this do? And he reads it, and he goes, what a bullshit card. And he throws it back at me. He had never seen the deck before. It was so funny. I know, says the green player. Maybe I should have taken the opportunity to resolve the Sword of Fire and Ice instead of the Puresteel Paladin. I think it has a pretty decent green matchup as long as they don't go Karn into Damping Sphere super early. If you can avoid that, then it's got a pretty decent green matchup, I think. Because you have like Farewell and Sunfall to sweep their entire Mana Dork plus Cavalier nonsense. I'm just casting Forge Anew. Am I still gonna sell my big tefs? Not if I'm gonna be playing a lot of Pioneer. Which I think I might end up doing is just playing a bunch of Pioneer. If I'm gonna like go to Atlanta. Yeah, Big Teferi is pretty decent. I actually preferred playing Paper Pioneer to Paper Modern just because of the amount of like fetching and shuffling and nonsense in Modern. And the ring mirrors were terrible in Paper. My Gingerbrute being murdered. Exile target artifact. How sad. You only get this once, right? First equip. Are you running out of stuff to do, opponent? You can Blood Moon me. That is valid. It seems like a bad Shadowspear. No, you're right. You're right. Oh, it's only the first equip? Oh, I misread this. I thought you could choose it like one time. Whoops. I could have paid 2 less for that. Oh well. I should have played that first and then tried to equip it, I guess. I don't know if they're ever going to kill this thing. Yeah, that's news to me, Frank. No, today I learned. No, I thought you could like choose which one was the free equip. I thought it was one free equip, not just like the very first equip, period. Play perfectly, get rewarded. You're about to type it, yeah. Didn't matter. God, we're playing terribly. Hammer good, me bad. Yeah, I think Bonnet White's probably better than Blue White right now. Hard to say though. Hammer's just really good against Scam. I won the showcase, I want to try it out. That's it. Well, I love my trip. My trip was amazing. I think we should probably get Nettlecyst here, maybe. Hammer's good versus Scam because of Sanctifier and Surge of Salvation. Also, Dothy's not very good, and Ragabon's also not very good against Hammer. Like, I'm gonna let them hit me here, because I just don't think they're gonna get anything impactful out of my deck. Like, yeah, what does that do for them? I play against any Boros aggro decks in the Pioneer event. In the Pioneer event, I played against Grinning Ignis, Mono Green, Mono Green, Mono Green, Rakdos, Mono Black. Those are my 7 matches in the Pioneer event. Just drove an hour to get blitzed by a Titan, then a bye. Then you played 2 non-games against Scam. Oof, that's rough. Yeah, I played against Mono Green 3 times and essentially Rakdos twice. Mono Black might as well be Rakdos. I've seen more diverse formats, that's for sure. I listed 6. 2, 3, what was my... Sorry, I played against Rakdos twice. Rakdos twice and Mono Black. So Greening Ignis, 3 green, 2 Rakdos, and a Mono Black. My bad. I forgot there was another Rakdos player. That matchup was so easy. There's like Thoughtseize, and I show my handful of like card advantage spells, and they're like, oh. 5 and 2. I lost to Grinning Ignis and 1 Mono Green. The Mono Green being Corey Baumeister. Corey. Why I oughta. We block here. I guess. Might as well. Let's flash in the Nettlecyst. Dude, Grinning Ignis dumpstered me. I was like sitting there trying to be interactive and they just like absolutely murdered me. Not sure if I'm supposed to block here at all. Yeah, I had like a Strict Proctor out and they just like still comboed me through the Strict Proctor. Because all their stuff is like cast. Cast. Also, I stacked these like I wanted to. But maybe having a 5/5 Esper Sentinel wouldn't be so bad. Oh, I cut off the fingies. Oof. That's unfortunate. Kind of relying on that hammer a little bit. Forge? Not Forge. I'd attack and then move it over. I guess that's fine. I don't think I was supposed to lose the Stoneforge Mystic here. I think I was just probably supposed to put Nettlecyst in the play and try blocking with the Nettlecyst token. Yeah, I actually preferred playing Pioneer in paper, just because of the lack of fetching. I did not enjoy fetching in paper as much as I did with Ren and 6. I was afraid of that. At least I drew a card, I guess. Or Modern's okay. I think it could be a little bit better, but I think every format could be a little bit better. Yeah, fish good, cope. On math, it's 4% more likely to go to time. I think it was more than that. Do I feel responsible for scam being everywhere? I would never take responsibility for any of my actions. They attack me and then croaks, not good. Not good. Yeah, I made scam kind of popular, I guess. I did this? I'm surprised I didn't get the croaks back. Definitely could have, right? Unless they just have like another Fury rolled up. A second Fury. Well, this is a Croxa. Could take 8 here. And they have 2 lethal attackers, though. Like, what am I drawing to if I don't... Am I drawing to? Hammer makes them jump. Shadowspear. Not really. I guess a jump blocker would be fine. Forge Mystic would be great. Hi, Kaldra. And that's not going to do it. Not that. Sanctifier in. Solitude's in. Surge of Salvation. Yep. I'm going to leave the 1 copy of Pithing Needle and the Imaginary Explosives. I don't think I need more than 1, though. I think just the 1 is sufficient. I'm going to take out all the Ornithopters, the Springleaf Drum, the Paradise Mantle. 1 Forge Anew, maybe? I guess Forge Anew is, like, not bad. The Gift can go. Gift is, like, filler. 1 Forge Anew. And what else? Got, like, 1 more here. Kaldra. I think Kaldra's, like, an instant win if it ever comes down, though. It's not great, because it gets stuck in your hand a lot. But if it ever does come down, it's, like, they can't deal with it very easily. Sentinel. I can see dreaming a Sentinel because of Bowman. Not just a singleton. Cut all 4 Sentinels. Cyst. I think Nettlecyst is good on its own. I can see cutting like 2 maybe. I do want the Forge Anew. Something like this. I don't think I want the Sword of Fire and Ice because Bowmaster produces mono black blockers now. It used to be better before they got Bowmaster. His hand's kind of sketchy. I'll ship it. Hand's also pretty sketchy. I think I'm shipping this one too. Pretty much just digging for Sanctifier. Here. Please don't Thoughtseize me. Yeah, mulling twice versus scam. Pretty good way to win. That first hand was just so sketchy. 1 lander into the like 4 lands do nothing hand. Yeah, take land Sanctifier. I've won the game. That is right, I did it. Dothy. You got it. Now I kind of don't want to tutor up Kaldra. Hey, Lau. So if I tutor up Kaldra, no, they're probably going to take my Stoneforge anyways. I was going to say, if I tutor up Kaldra and they like dots use it, that's actually a way they can win through Sanctifier. I'm holding this Puresteel Paladin, just because if I play it out, it's more susceptible to sorcery speed removal. I'm going to take it anyways. Yep. Getting cold in here. About to go turn off my fan. Oh, Master. Yep. They already pitched 1, so it makes sense that they would have another. Urza Saga's a pretty good draw. Could trade off here. I think this is fine. I'll just take the damage for now. I gotta stop attacking with Sanctifier. I think Dreadhorde Arcanist is like cool, but I'm not sure it's actually good. Because it has to survive for an entire turn cycle, which is like not the easiest thing to do in Modern. Went to 12, bold move. They're actually gonna have to play a blocker here, otherwise they just die to Sanctifier Hammer. Surprised they even went for the Thoughtseize. I think they should have just held it in hand. I think it's a 2-2. The Sanctifier, and I'm just gonna attack them. They're gonna have to chump block with the Puresteel Paladin. Excuse me, I almost said Sanctifier. It's not that I miss lethal, it's I'm playing around removal. I know that was a line. They never had it. Okay, well, true. This is like the removal proof way of winning the game. Back. A suspicious 2 mana up, you say? Yeah, stop missing lethal. What are you doing, Dingo? Get your head in the game. Dude, this hand is so good. Unless they grief my Emeria's Call out of my hand, or they Thoughtseize my Emeria's Call, this hand would be really good. And I don't know if I want to keep it because of that. Is that a land that can be discarded? Alright, let's keep it. Please don't grief me or Thoughtseize me. Thanks in advance. This being a discardable land is actually kind of a huge cost in this matchup. I'd much prefer this be basic plains. Understand why it's not a basic plains. It's because it's a Solitude fodder that you can pitch to it, but man, it's rough in this matchup. And go with a Pithing Needle. You'll occasionally hard cast it from time to time. Colossus Hammer is the choice. To be fair, I don't think they have a great choice. It's probably Saga, though. I don't know what the rest of their hand looks like. But they only have 3 cards left in their hand, so... One time playing in Paper, a guy had those spells always flipped, looking like lands, scammed him once, and you felt stupid for not discarding it, but you can have it on either side in Paper, as far as I know. You just have to flip it whenever you play, like, whichever respective side. But I don't think it's illegal to have this on the flip side in Paper. Like, Pathways you can have on other side also. The misspells, you forget their lands. Like, I was flipping my Pathways in Paper, and I was just, like, leaving them on the other side after the game was over. I wouldn't, like, flip them back over to the white side because I flipped them to the blue side, etc. in Pioneer. So it's like, and you can have Fable like flip to Reflection. You just flip it back when you cast it. They're trying to decide if they want to blind grief me because they're afraid of Sanctifier. Or they just want to use the bathroom, one of the two. I don't think it matters too much in Paper. X was fantastic, Donkin. If you have the opportunity to go next time, go in a heartbeat. Yeah, I mean, it does have the thing here that says like sorcery on the backside. But it is kind of unintuitive. Yeah, it is kind of hard to justify flying. I get it. But it's hands down the best Magic event I've ever been to. Yeah, Apex. Apex Gaming in Ohio, over in the Caldwell, area. Yeah, they'll keep growing for sure. No doubt. They're also sponsoring this weekend's Doghouse, and if you haven't yet signed up for the Doghouse chat, go ahead and type !Doghouse in the chat to sign up for the $600 Doghouse 6, courtesy of Apex Gaming. I think I want to get not Kaldra, maybe. I don't know. I could get the Kaldra. House Dog? Cat Dog? I guess I'll get the Kaldra and lose to a discard spell. Doesn't seem like they have a discard spell. At least I hope they don't. Attacking me? Let's go. Well. Start with Pithing Needle. 9 attacks it with Renaissance and Ghost Quarter and Boseiju with 6 to 8 dorks. Problem is the format's like not super slow, so it's kind of hard to like do all that. And I think I just name engineered explosives. It's mislethal. Format's not like that slow to the point where you can really do everything that effectively. It's a cool concept. I think I'm just putting Hammer on this Stoneforge and swinging. Could have also named Dothy here, but if they get Kaldra, I don't think it's that big of a deal anymore. 2 removal spells. 2 damage, pop the Hammer. Yep, checks out. 11. So they need another removal spell in hand. Otherwise, they're going to die to Inkmoth Nexus, and even if they do kill Inkmoth Nexus, I can still put the Kaldra into play. Oh wait, I forgot to animate. Okay, that's fine. I'm an idiot. I just talked about this line, and I didn't do it. Whatever, second Stoneforge go. We'll get another Hammer anyways. I talked about the line, didn't do it. I like to keep the games close and competitive here. Will we 5-0? Yes, no, or Hammer, which is them conceding with a Hammer on the stack. It sounded like a good line if I did it. Cleanest Hammer League I've seen in a while. It sounded like a good line when I talked about it. Yes, no, or get unbelievably lucky yet again. I would never get lucky. We only play tight here. Scam? It's scam. You gotta pay the people who also voted for the 5-0. I can't do that. I can only pay out 1. But I also pick like any game. So if I win 2 games, for example, if any of the 2 games they concede with a Hammer on the stack, I pay out the Hammer option. So it's not just the match, it's the game too. My Ornithopter. That's a brutal Thoughtseize. I take the aid, right? This is a Yoshi's Island remix. Yes, it is. They took the Stoneforge. To grief away the Sigarda's aid also. Alright, I get nothing. I get nothing. I lose. Good day, Dingo. Yeah, just so I could run the tables on this Hammer League. That would have been nice. I don't think it would have saved me, but it would have been nice. Not entirely dead. Apex was great. I loved every moment of it. This weekend actually like flew by. It's having too much fun. Lock. Take 2. It is a baby. It's baby Mario. Alright, Sanctifier. Board last time. Solitude's in. Surge is in. These out. This out. This. And then what was the 2 Esper Sentinels? Don't bother me. Should have come up and said hi. I had plenty of time where I was just doing nothing. It's mostly just fucking around and messing with Taryn and Kyle. This hand's so sketchy. I guess it's not terrible, but I need to draw another land. Try it. Not confident, but we'll try it. I think on turn 1. Good start. If they have Fatal Push, I guess I draw a card, and I might as well go for this, because I just draw a card if they, like, Fatal Push it or whatever. Or they could just take the damage, I guess. Master's kind of annoying. It's 2 blockers. know if it's that big of a deal, though. Maybe like terminate. It is a Bowmaster's. The Flinch Bowmaster. Jump. Yeah, I didn't draw a white card, unfortunately. But I would have lethal through the Bowmaster. I just pitched my entire hand. I'm gonna hold this Puresteel Paladin. May get a surprise. Kinda messed up. Maybe I should have Solitude this in response. Kinda forgot that would happen. Yeah, the extra creature does stop it, which is like a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, next time I'm gonna Solitude this thing in response. They go to have me like draw a card. I'm gonna pitch Puresteel Paladin. Because I could keep the Emeria's Call and then play like Emeria's Call, second Solitude, and not have to pitch anything. Or I could just pitch the Emeria's Call, just if I draw a land, have hard cast Solitude anyways. Maybe I was just supposed to like Solitude this main phase. Because now if I like go to Solitude in response, they could have me draw a card. What a weird game. Yeah, if I Solitude that in response, I would have killed them. I didn't really have any way of knowing that though. So I just missed on white cards, then it doesn't line up very well. Yeah. Draw a card. And I kill the other thing too. I have no blockers. They need to produce another blocker here. Or kill Esper Sentinel. That's the worst case scenario, is they top deck the EE. And they did. Doomed. Got pretty punished for taking the line that I did. It's a high risk, high reward line, whereas like if they just don't have anything, then we definitely get there. Casting that in 3 turns might not be so bad. Also, they definitely should have popped this main phase. Not popping in main phase is like kind of risky. I'm gonna flip this, get the Croxa back. Yeah, we're dead. I don't think coming back from this. Rip. Sucks. Missed lethal because I forgot about the Bowmaster triggering when I drew a card off of Esper Sentinel. I guess I could draw another Solitude and still be kind of in it. 9, 10, 11. For a worldwide chump block here. I guess not. I guess so, I should say. I could always try to draw to hard cast Kaldra. I'm too far away from it. I actually lost to a force draw that I didn't realize was going to trigger the Bowmaster. Alrighty, we're dead. They just copy Bowmaster and kill all of our X1s for the rest of the time. Sedge. Well, that was like such a terrible Hammer League. For my part, I played it very poorly throughout pretty much the entire league. I got 10 chests if anybody wants to redeem, crack some chests. I'll take 2 redeem, crack some chests, and we can crack all 10 of these. The Hammer still seems pretty well positioned. I was happy with how it ended. What song is this? Oh, it's the Phoenix Wright song. That makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, that's the 2. What is this? Orphan Frostfang? I've never seen this. Sorry, Ahrin Frostfang? So dyslexic. Orphan Frostfang. Green Sun Zenith. Soon to be modern staple in the year 2026. Pretty bad chests. Alright. So Leander redeemed GeoGuessr earlier, so we're gonna round out the.
Have you peeked? Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong. Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.